Friday morning meeting. I'm excited. What do we got on the docket?
Cecile, I guess I don't understand the breakdown. I received an email from Sam Brooks, a new hire that started 2 weeks ago as a principal secretary. Now, she's frustrated because the principal has not sat down with her to discuss the evaluation process. Really?
Well, Nicole, she should be worried about her evaluation. In fact, I don't think people spend enough time thinking about their evaluations. Evaluations have influence on promotional opportunities, reappointment, non-reappointment. If an employee transfers jobs or counties, the first thing that they look at are those evaluations. Some employees even receive a boost once they get off of probation. And finally, remember the School-Related Employee of the Year event? The winner won $500, and a part of that was their positive evaluation.
Okay, but why is she worried about her evaluation this time of year, now?
Evaluations are a year-round process, especially if an employee's on probation, which all of you are.
Now, Cecile, if evaluations are so important and employees are assessed throughout the entire school year, explain to me why no one really talks about it.
So let's start from the beginning. Duval County Public Schools has over 13,000 employees, and everyone is to receive an evaluation from the superintendent all the way to the newest employee. Because we're such a large district, we're broken down into different categories. Today, I just want to go over UOPD, civil service, and paraprofessional evaluations. So sit back, relax, and visualize as I take you through.
Okay, this is going to be good. A Netflix original by Cecile Wallace.
Let's take Juliet as a representative of our first employee group. She will represent the UOPD employees. This group includes secretaries, bookkeepers, clerks, support technicians, front office staff, and truancy officers. All newly hired or newly promoted UOPDs will be placed on probation.
So, Cecile, let me get this right. I am a UOPD employee. I've been with the district for 3 years. When or if I get promoted, I'll start my probationary period all over again?
Absolutely. UOPD employees, especially on probation, must meet for a physical meeting with their administrator. This should take place within 30 days of their start date. They will sign into the Perform portal and they will review the factors together. They'll have a clear understanding of what their factors are and the expectations for their role. This is great because you'll know exactly what you need to do from the beginning to be successful in your role daily. You will then have a mid-probation evaluation midway through your probationary period. So if you're a 6-month probation employee, that will happen at the 3-month mark. If your probation is 1 year long, that will happen at the 6-month mark. Finally, you'll have your end of probation evaluation.
Yes, we did it. We've arrived to the land of my evaluation is complete.
Exactly. Just be mindful that supervisors are held accountable for their evaluation records, so they must do a great job in the details from day to day. It's good that Sam emailed you. She wants her evaluation done correctly.
Okay, Cecile, I get it. However, is the UOPD process similar to the civil service process?
Indeed, similar in many ways. Our civil service employees include painters, maintenance employees, custodians, IT representatives, cafeteria workers, and our resource officers. Now, they are monitored when they're on the field, how they operate our DCPS vehicles, and how they complete their tasks at the various locations. Here, we are following Lex. Now, with Lex, there should be a meeting still within that first 30 days of probation, but not filling out forms on the Perform portal. They're just talking about the roles and the expectations. The administrator can meet on the job site or at a morning meeting because they're able to access the Perform portal on their phone, tablet, or computer. Where they do fill out the forms are at the mid-probation mark and the end of probation mark. Now, Lex will still meet for that same initial evaluation, the mid-probation evaluation, and the end of probation evaluation. One of the main differences between these two employee groups is that civil service employee evaluations cover the same 4 topics: initiative, quality of work, dependability, and personal relationships. Employees will be rated as either satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or needs improvement.
Okay, I understand now. All civil service employees are rated on the same 4 factors, but UOPD employees are rated on the factors that are related to their specific job code.
You got it.
Now you sit back and relax and visualize as I tell you about paraprofessionals. Sarah is a paraprofessional, and all newly hired paraprofessionals will be on probation for 170 paid workdays within a specific paraprofessional classification.
Okay, well, quiz time. Do they still have to meet within the first 30 days to understand their role?
Of course, Cecile. A paraprofessional will have their first conference with an administrator within the first 30 days of employment. On or before March 1st, the performance behavior instrument will need to be completed. This is a mid-year assessment with their administrator to ensure that their performance is aligned with expectations, as well as another opportunity to discuss the evaluation process. Lastly, at the end of the school year, the paraprofessional will meet one last time with their administrator to discuss and complete their final evaluation.
Get it, Nicole? Now, even though all 3 employee groups have their own evaluation protocol, all of them must access their evaluations through the Perform portal.
Cecile, I love Perform.
Me too. Why do you love it?
3 reasons why I love Perform. 1, I can access Perform on my laptop, my computer, or my tablet.
True.
Number 2, I can be at home. I do not have to be tied to the network in order to complete my task.
True.
Number 3 is user-friendly.
You got it. Let's take a look at that now. Perform utilizes our single sign-on feature. The website is duvalschools.tedk12.com/perform. For your username, use that username that you use to sign into the computer or even to your email, but please do not add @duvalschools.org. So let's take a look at this example. We have Rochella James. The correct username for Perform would be just James R. Please stay clear of that James R at duvalschools.org. The next part is the password. This is the same password that you use to sign in to your district-issued computer and your email. Please keep in mind, this is the single sign-on feature. Please do not reset your password. Simply type in your district password. This is what the login screen looks like. You have your username, your password. Because you're a new employee, even when you're signing in for the first time, please never select logging in for the first time. Once again, this process utilizes that single sign-on feature.
Cecile, you can't make this up. I just received an email from our director. Now the focus is on timelines and evaluations.
Okay, well, let's see what he's talking about.
You guys got to stop doing that to me.
Cecile and I were just discussing important information about evaluations when I received your email. Would you explain to us the importance of timelines and how it applies to UOPD, civil service, and paraprofessional employees?
That's a good question.
Upon completion of the probationary timeline, this annual timeline will exist for the remainder of your career. First, meet with the supervisor every year in September to discuss the expectations of your position. If expectations are not being met by January, you will be informed by your supervisor. At that point, a growth plan will be issued and discussed with you and your supervisor for the remainder of the school year. By March, the plan will be revisited to address the expectations and to ensure they are being met. Final evaluations for all UOPD and civil service are due every year, April 15th. Paraprofessionals evaluations are due every year, April 1st. If there are no issues at the evaluation time, then the growth plan is no longer needed.
All right, team, great discussion. So what's next?
I'm glad you asked that, Cecile. Our evaluation team will be passing out the timelines as we speak. Hello, I'm Jeremy Boatwright, Director of Evaluation, Certification, and Teacher Development Support. I hope you've liked our video today. As you can see, we like to have a great time here in DCPS. Please feel free to contact us with any further questions you may have. You can reach out to myself, Cecile Wallace, or Nicole Thompson, and they can help you with any evaluation questions you may have. Thanks again for your time, and good luck in your journey through DCPS.